F1 praised for cancelling Russian Grand Prix while FIFA torn apart for shameful response. Russian F1 driver Nikita Mazepin could face a ban from racing as the sport deliberates further measures in response to the invasion of Ukraine. The president of the Automobile Federation of Ukraine, Leonid Kostyushenko, has demanded the FIA bans all Russian and Belarusian drivers from competing outside of their own countries. An FIA spokesperson told the PA news agency, an extraordinary meeting of the World Motorsport Council will be convened tomorrow to discuss matters relating to the ongoing crisis in Ukraine. Further updates will be given following the meeting. F1 announced last week that the Russian Grand Prix, set to take place in September, has been cancelled. Haas also removed the branding of its partner Alkali during testing in Barcelona. The company is owned partly by oligarch Dmitry Mazepin, whose son Nikita races for the team. Gunter Steiner, the team boss for Haas, said he could not guarantee Mazepin's future with the team. Conservative MP Damian Green, a member of the Digital, Culture, Media, and Sport Committee, tells Express.co.uk that F1's swift action contrasts with FIFA's shameful response. He made the comments after FIFA announced Russia could play matches under the name Russian Football Union and at a neutral venue. Since the comments were made, FIFA has announced that Russia will now be banned from the World Cup after pressure from FAs in Poland, Sweden, Czech Republic, and England. Mr. Green told Express.co.uk FIFA's initial punishment was feeble, while praising F1. He said, "I think that is unbelievably feeble and taking the example of the International Olympic Committee, IOC, that allows Russia, despite all of the doping scandals, to participate in games as long as they are called the Russian Olympic Committee, ROC. It's exactly the same cop-out that the IOC went for. I think it's just unacceptable in the current climate. I hope other countries follow the example of the English FA and, more importantly, the Polish FA in saying we won't play them. That essentially dares FIFA to say okay, we will award games to Russia. That would mean the World Cup wouldn't be played. I would very much hope that other countries that have qualified wouldn't participate in a World Cup with Russia." Asked if Russia should be banned, Mr. Green responded, "Yes, a country that wages war against another country can't be allowed to have normal sport. That would be the kind of symbolic gesture that would bring home to the Russian people that their government is driving them away from normal life and the big events in international sport. It's pretty shameful for FIFA that they have not come to that conclusion when F1 instantly decided that the Russian Grand Prix couldn't take place." The Russian Grand Prix has become a regular feature of the F1 calendar in recent years, with races taking place at the Sochi Autodrome. The cancellation leaves a £40 million hole in F1's budget, and it appears Qatar could fill the gap, having made its debut as an F1 circuit last season. It has also been reported that Bahrain could host a second race, as it did in 2020 amid the COVID pandemic. However, there have been human rights concerns about the Qatar Grand Prix and the Bahrain Grand Prix, as well as the Saudi Arabia Grand Prix. Aston Martin driver Sebastian Vettel said last week that he would have boycotted a race in Russia had it gone ahead. Vettel, a four-time world champion who is also a director of the Grand Prix Drivers Association, GPDA, has in recent years spoken out against homophobia and racism while urging the sport to do more to combat such issues. He said, "In my personal opinion, I woke up to this morning's news, shocked, so I don't know. I think it's horrible to see what is happening. Obviously if you look at the calendar we have a race scheduled in Russia. For myself, my own opinion is I should not go, I will not go. I think it's wrong to race in the country. I'm sorry for the people, innocent people that are losing their lives, that are getting killed for stupid reasons and a very, very strange and mad leadership. I'm sure it's something that we will talk about, but personally I'm just so shocked and sad to see what is going on. So we will see going forward, but I think my decision is already made."